Hello there and Happy New Year, and thank you very much for helping us this far along the journey. I thought you might like to know where we'd got to and what we've been doing, and we have been building a double of this set. And the reasons for that are, firstly, this doll's house is almost 100 years old, and I would hate, even in the desperate state it's in at the moment, to destroy any part of it. Obviously we need to have exits and entrances. We need a staircase to get to take the action from the downstairs to upstairs, and we need doors to be able to go from one room to the other. So obviously we can't do it within the doll's house itself, we've got to build those. We also need a cellar as part of the narrative, and we need an attic. So those are going to be three more separate bits. The only opening door we've got at the moment is the front one. But what we will be able to do is to create a corridor between the two parts of the house and doorways as well. They will be on a separate set. The other reason for having a double is because this is only half of the original house. There was in fact a back kitchen or scullery, a back sitting room, and there were several other bedrooms upstairs. And in order to carry the narrative of the idea that they're going to open a boarding house or bed and breakfast if they have the extra bedrooms, the corridor will enable us also to build some separate doorways which they can go in and out and give semblance to the fact that they're moving throughout the house. And also the back kitchen and the back sitting room are quite important for several of the storylines, so we need to build those. And it's true of a lot of stop motion animation, we're working within quite a small area here. So when we come to repainting the rooms, for example, or doing some building work or putting the glass in, we'll have to have doubles for those as well. The characters themselves may have to have body doubles, or at least the faces may have to be redone because of things that can happen to them. Again, I mean they're damaged, but they're already damaged because they're old and they've been well played with. But even so, I don't want to lose that. So that's the reason why we're going to have to We're going to start by cleaning them up a little bit, but I don't really want to overdo it. This is the original piece from the 1920s. Little Rabbit, she's going to be the housekeeper. There was a beautiful little terrier dog that I remember playing with as a child, but I'm afraid that's gone walkabout, so I'm going to make that. In my head I have the idea of what it looked like, and I've got some very old velvet upstairs and I can use that. I'm going to use it, it was the same sort of pattern as this, but it was actually jointed, the dog, so that'll be a little project for me to do as well. I've managed to get hold of this little bath here, so we'll have a bathroom, although we actually want to make outside toilet, dry toilet system like we have here in reality in our own house. So that's another project to do, but the idea of just collecting little things every now and again that I come across like this, I've just picked up as well, which little mangle. That's rather nice. So I'm going to have a few additions, but in the main it's going to be all the original 1920s furniture, little dolls. And here's something that just came to me by accident. I don't know why, but I've never looked at the back of this picture before, and it's actually a little cigarette card, Retzky's. What is brilliant about it is that I've got quite a lot of cigarette cards of this period, so we can use them to make pictures because I've already got the frames. So little things like that just turn up, but in the main we do want to be using what we've already got. That's the whole idea behind this project. So although I may from time to time add a few new things, we're going to be working with the furniture and dolls from that period. This is what we've got so far. It's built out of plywood and pallet wood, and it can actually double either as a whole room, which could be lit from the top, and we're going to do things like wallpapering or painting, or it can be divided up, and there are dividers going to create the floor with a staircase, and there'll be doorways as well which can be used. The only thing left to do, we don't need to actually make the cellar because we can just do that in the dark and have it lit within this piece. But there's going to have to be an attic built as well because we're going to do insulation in the attic, so we really need the shape of the attic so we can see the roof. And just to illustrate the idea of the cellar, here's the cellar door in Foley.